if R2 is equal to
This
0,
program, it's a menu-driven program that computes health club membership fees. So it uses
and then it'll return.
a menu.
And I'm just showing
It
you here a simple
uses
return statement.
functions.
At this point,
So
just returns
you can
right
see
out of the function. So it won't go
in our
on
main
any further or
program,
execute
we
any
have
more
some
statements.
doubles declared, adult rate,
And
child
you
rate,
don't want to
senior
do
rate.
this all the time. Sometimes it can be
We have a
done
choice.
by
It's going to hold
error
the
checking,
menu option
like
from
one
the user,
example. There are
and
some
we have the
limited
number of
uses
months
for
that
it.
the user is going to pay
You know,
for.
like if in this case
And
you don't want to divide
then
by
it calls
0,
a
you want to
function
get
display
out,
menu,
it would make sense to return
which
out
is
of
going
this.
to display
So we
the
ask the
menu
user to enter
choice.
two
You
numbers,
can see
and I'll
right here,
divide the
this
first by the
code,
second.
system
We read in the two
CLS,
numbers,
actually
and then we,
it'll just clear the
call the
screen.
divide
The
function.
system
So we're going to
function
send num1 and num2.
is just sending a
Num1 will
command
get
to the
passed
system,
into
operating system,
arg1
CLS
here,
is a
num2 will
clear
get
screen.
passed into arg2.
If you're using
And
a
then
Max
if
or
R2 is equal
Unix
to 0,
base, I
you'll get
think
an error
inside the double
message,
quote you have to put the
and it'll
word clear,
return.
because
Otherwise,
CLS
you'll
will
get
not
the
work.
quotient is arg1
So it
divided by
displays this
R2.
menu to the
And then when that
user.
function ends, that's pretty much the end of the
Then
program.
it asks them to enter their choice, how many months,
So I'll put
and
two
then based on the
numbers,
choice, it's going to call
8
the function
and
show
3.
fees. Okay, so
And
let's take a
there's
look
the
at the function
quotient,
show
and if I run
fees.
it again, and I
The
put
function
in,
has
let's
three
say, 8 and
parameters. It has a
0,
string called member
I
type.
get an error
It has a
message.
double called rate,
Multiplied by 0.
and it has an
So
integer
that's
months.
just a
And so
simple
this
use of a
information is going to
return
get passed,
statement,
and all this
and
little
you might
function is going
start
to
to
do
see
is it's going to
that,
display
in some of your
the member
code,
type,
or see
display
some
the
uses
months,
for
and
that in your code.
calculate the charges by multiplying the rate times the month. So here's a good example, and here's the prototypes for our two functions, display menu and show fees. It's a good example of a function that has three parameters, and in this case you can see each of the parameters has a different data type. So what's going to happen here is it'll jump out, it'll display the menu, the user's going to enter their choice and their months, and then based on that choice it'll call show fees. Now notice the three arguments that are being passed to this: adult, which is a string, adult rate, which is a double, and months, which is an integer. And that's important because if you look at our function, it has a string, then a double, then an integer. So the order is important, and the number of months. I'm sorry, the order is important and the data types are important. And the number of parameters are important. So here you have three parameters, here you have three parameters, right? The order is a string, then a double, then an int. The order is a string, then a double, and an int. Okay, so I'm going to run this.
Okay, well, a lot of programmers, since the main program executes first,
and you see if I put in adult membership for 6 months,
so what I'm going to do
and
is
there you'll see my membership type, my number of months, and my total charges.
I'm going to put them in the order in which they
if
happen.
I put in, you know,
right?
child membership
starts
for 6 months,
then it'll jump
right,
out
I'll
to
see my
first
membership
and
type, my
that.
number of months, and my total charges. So you kind of get the idea of how this
so
works.
Kind of
so we're starting to take some of these things and we're putting them together, right? A relatively simple program. It displays a menu, it asks the user for information, and then it has a switch statement in it, and we're actually incorporating functions as well.
When it hits this function call for first, it doesn't realize what first is.